Well,
Today we're going up, and Mike Perry has very kindly agreed to break down part of one of the pigs.
Just to run through the saw, so that's done. Who wants to pack them up?
Jack, your packer.
There's some bags over there.
Okay. Well done.
And there's a pen on there that you can write on the bags. Just tear them off the bag.
Yeah.
Just tear
What do you think, Harry?
Good.
Give me a butcher.
Solid underneath there. Yeah.
It is solid, isn't it?
Right on there, and then you can bag it up. Yeah.
Right. Then we do these at strips. I like that.
How would you cook those? Slow roast them?
Yeah, you can either pan fry them in a frying pan,
Nice
or
for barbecue.
under the grill. No, not necessarily. You can put them in the oven.
I do like belly pork, actually.
Yeah.
Nice mix of fat and bacon.
Yeah.
I do like the fat. That's the thing, isn't it? These days it's all about don't eat the fat, but the fat gives it all flavour, doesn't it?
It does give it the flavour. But also a lot of the fat cooks out anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Get it nice and crispy.
I mean, we did a pig for a farmer, or sow we did for him last year, and it had a lot of fat on it. So we rendered the fat down for him to make lard.
Right, really? Wow.
So I don't know if you want to put in those in a bag, but
It's alright, got a bag, Harry. Jack.
if you want to take those, put them on the side.
Well done.
Okay.
Mrs. C bagging up over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go. Right, now we've got the shoulder.
Now I wouldn't know what to do with that. Did you say that the chops are on there, aren't
The
they?
chops are on there,
Yeah,
but
so-
what I'll do when I'm ready to do the chops, we'll take them out onto the little wooden block
okay.
at the back there to do that. So if I just move that up to the end, so the shoulder would be roasting joints.
Right.
Okay. So we take the hock off.
Oh, that's your sharpener.
The steel, yeah. So I've got two steels, well three actually, that I like to use. And the boys grumble that, oh, too many steels. So I've got the two.
My dad had one of those.
So that's a multi-cut.
Right.
So you've got different grades as it goes down and through both sides. That's just a real cheapy that's as hard as. So when I put them on the grinding stone, I usually touch them on that first to take any burrs off. Then I go on this one, or I use this one. But you feel how smooth that is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
To I mean that side, you've got a little bit of cut there, and that just polishes the edge up to
Right.
finish it. But you can hear the difference when you use them. So we're going to take we're going to take the cage off. There,
Now that's quite tricky to me.
No.
You see, this is the difference. You see, I did say something on the video at the start before I came in.
Yeah.
This is the skill, isn't it? Because if you give the average person, and I include myself, a carcass like this, I'd just make a hash of it, because I wouldn't know where to start, and you'd probably put all the cuts in the wrong place, and you'd end up with the good meat being chopped up with the bad meat, if you know what I mean, and that's the skill you've got, isn't it?
So it's not just actually the skill, it's knowing what to do. I mean, it's like people, they'll come in and they say, oh, we want this, that and the other. And some people will try and say, oh, we've got all this, that, the other, but what do you do with the rest of it? I don't want all that, what do you do with the rest of it? But that's the art of butchery, is being able to sell everything and utilise it all properly.
And the pig is probably the most versatile, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your lambs the other day in the fridge.
Yeah.
They're looking good, aren't they? Are you pleased with them?
Yes, very pleased. Very pleased.
I saw some pictures on Facebook of you selling them, and they look really nice. Again, all locally sourced, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So all this is where all this blood marking is where they stick it.
Right.
So once it's been stunned, and then they stick to bleed.
Yeah.
So we just take all that out because you don't want.
No.
It's not.
Got blood in you.
So It's all
When they say sticky area, that's where they killed it.
So what they do when they put like ear tongs on just behind the ears to stun it, and then they put a sharp knife in to cut the main jugular vein to bleed it out. So there we go, that's now ready to work with. So we're going to cut that through the middle there. So if you were to have into barbecuing for any length of time, it's the shoulder pork that you want to be cooking for pulled pork.
Right. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, I'll bear that in mind because I do
I'll
like.
write that on the bag.
Yeah. I do like a bit of pulled pork.
So you can either
Why is that? Is that because of the fat that's going through it?
well, there's
or-
fat that's through it, and there's
I
lots
just noticed sort of
there's lots of
marbled.
different muscles
Yeah.
through there. So it's not, you know, it's not just one. Whereas the leg there is solid.
Solid muscle, yeah. I
Whereas
can
this has
see
got a lot of
that.
fat through it and whatever. So we're going to take the blade bone out now.
Yeah. That's the shoulder blade then.
This is the shoulder blade,
Okay.
and I mean that's another thing that's gone now, which you don't see very often, is collar bacon.
Right, I've never even heard of
all
collar
right,
bacon.
okay. So when I was an apprentice, we used to buy, instead of buying just backs of bacon
Yeah.
and things, we used to buy whole sides. So they would cure a whole pig. So you'd have your gammon, which then would go
Right.
in, obviously cooking
Yeah.
hams or whatever, or gammon steaks. And then your shoulder you would use for shoulder bacon or cooking boiled, you know, boiling up bacon. And then you got your middle and your streaky out of it.
I'm really looking forward to having some of our own bacon. That's quite exciting, I think.
Don't you just love me, don't you?
So tired.
You never thought you were coming for this, did you?
So what's that bone called?
That's the scapula.
The scapula.
Wait,
See,
so
I
what
can't remember
that?
this.
Yeah.
When
This
you're
is
doing
good.
your GCSE, if you
Yeah.
get asked about, you're going to picture
Just
this in your
think of
mind
this.
now, and you go, right, I
The
remember
shoulder
that.
blade is the scapula.
Yeah. So do you know what your breastbone is called? It goes down through there. That holds your ribs. That's your sternum.
Right.
Right. So we're gonna.
Oh, can I just stop you a second?
Yeah.
This mark on here.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So that's the mark from the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So it's got GB. It doesn't really. It's not that pronounced
No.
on there, but GB, and it's 8072, I think.
Yeah.
Which is, so that would indicate where it's come from. GB
Right.
is British,
Yeah.
and that is unique to the slaughterhouse.
Right.
That number.
So you can
that's the
trace.
full
It's all about traceability. Yeah.
Back to the slaughterhouse.
And in the same way, I've recorded its movement, and they know
Yes.
where the pigs come from. So it's
Yeah.
fully traceable all the way down the
Right
chain.
way down the line.
Right.
Okay. This also in the trade, it's known as dressing.
Right.
So it's been dressed, so you must know what it is.
Hmm.
And that comes on everything. And if you've got something in your fridge that hasn't got a dressing mark or a slaughterhouse mark, it's not supposed to be in there.
Right.
Okay. So so we're going to score that now for you. So, did you have a good trip to Ireland?
Absolutely fantastic, Mike. Honestly, I love Ireland. Actually, I thought what a beautiful country it is. Have you been there much at all?
I've only ever been once, and
Yeah.
that was to a horse sale.
Right.
But well, I bought a pony for my youngest daughter, and when they get to a certain age or a certain height of ponies, they're very difficult to find in this country. So
Right.
I've got 14.2, which I wanted to look for, and you can drive all around the country trying to find. But in Ireland, they have a week of horse sales,
Right.
and they'll have one day that's specifically for 14.2s. And
Really?
And
Just-
the best thing, and the
Oh,
best
that's a
thing about
result,
it,
isn't it?
if you, I mean, I don't know what they do next. It was a long time ago, but if you took your invoice from your flight for the cost of your flight, if you bought a pony, they pay your flight for you
Really?
as well.
Wow.
And it was cheaper to transport it back here from Ireland
Yeah.
than to get a horse from Ascot back.
No way. Oh my god.
Crazy,
It's
isn't it?
amazing.
Work that out.
Wow.
But
And the
there
other
we
trip
are.
to Ireland. That's right.
Yeah. So right now, do you want me to roll that, or because if you're going to,
What do you think, Mrs. C?
if you're going to use it for pulled pork, you probably don't want it rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
No,
probably
you're
do.
more
We'll.
likely to want pulled pork,
I think that'd be a
yeah.
good thing to do.
So
Pulled
do you want me to
joint.
leave that as one piece or cut it in half?
probably cut it in.
Yeah, cut in two. Yeah, that's good. I think pulled pork. I'd like to try that.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
You're going to cut that through for me?
Let's get on it.
Where am I cutting?
Right in half, right down through there. Let's move that bone out of the way. Right, mind your pinkies. That's it. There we go. So we put that one to one side now. There we go. And that's ready for packing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Come on then, Mr. Packer.
Packer boy,
Packer
you've
go
been
away.
out school and then the gym. How was gym? Alright?
Yeah,
What are you doing down there?
arms and shoulders.
Right.
Right, so we're just going to cut this other 4 hop off, and then Jonathan can salt them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you, let's say great for pea and ham soup. Or, you know. We were up in Derbyshire on when we got Tuesday of last week, and on the way back, just before Ashbourne, there's loads and loads of cars blocking the main road. We eventually get to see what the problem was. There was a ploughing match there.
Oh, was
But
it?
it was huge. There was tents and trade stands,
Really?
but they were towing vehicles in.
Oh, well, out in Ireland,
But
it's horrendous. The weather was
a big,
horrendous.
Big show.
What was really funny though in Ireland, right? So this ploughing match is such a massive thing out there. It's
Yeah.
huge. Everyone knows about it. But when I went there, I met loads of people who never ever see the ploughing. They just go for the show.
Just for the show.
And the experience of the kind of stands and
Yeah.
everything. And quite a lot of people said, I've been here for years and never gone to see the ploughing. I made sure I did see the ploughing because I thought, I don't know whether I'll get
So-
back there or not.
Were they ploughing with vintage machinery?
When I
or
got
was it all
there,
modern?
well, when I got there, I think we were day 3. It was vintage.
Right.
But I have to tell you, Mike, what's really funny is that. So I look at it, I'm thinking that's not vintage. But it's because I've been around a bit now.
You're old.
You know, because anyone who was 20 would look at it and go, "Oh, 1990, that's like Stone Age." To me, that didn't seem very long ago. You know, their tractors were calling them vintage. I imagine vintage as being something from the 50s and 60s, but this was sort of 80s, 90s tractors. You know?
Yeah. I got a little International
Have you?
at home. Yeah, that's 1978.
Right. But do you know what? You know Herbie Tuck, don't you?
Well, I saw that he'd had his,
He had his blessing. I went. I videoed it.
because I'm Richard Westacott.
Right.
I know him very well.
Right.
And how did he manage to get that?
I don't know. I mean, he bought the tractor.
Yeah. Well, he bought that off of.
He told me that story.
forget
I've
what she's
forgotten the
called now,
details.
but she used to help Dick Sandy
Right.
over at
Yeah.
Hambrook when there was a small slaughterhouse there.
Yeah.
Bet King.
I can't remember the name. He did tell me the full history.
Yeah.
I'd have to look back on the video. But he's bought it and he restored it. Had it restored.
He's had it for a long time.
It
hasn't
looks really tidy. They've done a lovely job on it. So we got this vicar in to bless it. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a right laugh actually.
he? Richard's
So
lovely.
lovely, lovely way to spend a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, and we had a shepherd's pie afterwards. So that's a nice little, you know,
Yeah.
few funny stories. The vicar was full of good stories. I didn't video those, but it was a lovely way to spend an afternoon. You know,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And then I came back and did the
Well-
milking, which wasn't so good after you've had a lovely. Shepherd's pie.
Richard Westacott is because I'm involved in Freemasonry,
Yeah,
and he's the provincial vicar.
right.
All right.
He's a character, isn't he?
We had.
He's a really nice man.
super.
Yeah.
We had a service yesterday at Gloucester
Yeah.
Cathedral, and he's up in the pulpit, and he had people doing the Mexican way.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is a complete character,
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
he?
yeah, he's lovely.
You know?
He's a great guy.
Made the whole thing wonderful.
So this is now another bit of shoulder. So you can either do this for. I'm going to take that bit of neck jowl off and do all that here. Oh, gosh.
Got plenty of pork, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think I'll be giving a bit away as well. A few people we know, we
Yeah.
have a few favours to, or say thank you, you know.
In half again.
Yeah.
So again, you've got 2 shoulders there for 2-part shoulder joints for your pulled pork.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Leg of pork next.
Leg of pork.
Right, so I'm just going to
That's a big leg of
take
pork.
that little bit of,
Take the fat off. You don't
just
really
take that bit of fat out of there. Tidy that bit up. So, if I was doing, see that's the bit of the pork tenderloin that sits in there.
Yeah.
So the fillet, which then comes on the other end in there.
Right.
So you could
Going
have, you
through.
could have taken that out. That little bit of pocket of fat in there, connective tissue, and come out as well.
So I don't want to tempt fate here, but have you cut yourself badly any time at all doing this job? I mean, I imagine there's been a few nicks and stuff over the
Let's
years.
see.
Oh dear.
When I was an apprentice, well, before I was an apprentice, I was what, at 14, boning an ox head out, and they'd given me a blunt knife.
Right.
And I'm going along, and you can't see it really that well because I've had my watch
Got
strap
your watch
on.
strap in the way.
There's a tiny little cut there,
Right.
and one there.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see that one there.
Yeah, that one had a couple of stitches in.
Right.
But that was fascinating because I went to the doctors and he went, "Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. See right down his side." But that tiny little one that was there, I stuffed the knife in there. The two butchers, one was serving and one was on the telephone. And I'm walking around going, and the blood's going.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All I heard was, "Put your bloody thumb on it!"
Oh god.
But there we are. That it is what it is.
Well, I mean, it's an occupational hazard. You work with knives.
and then you get little nicks on the end of
Yeah.
your fingers.
I think the little
I
nicks
got
are
one
probably...
there which was on the bacon slicer, put the wrong side of the guard, which
ouch.
was a bit smart, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Occupational hazard, isn't it?
But you see, in today's world now, and because of how health and safety is, they want you to wear all this personal protective gear, which is
Oh, they're like a chainmail.
chainmail.
Right.
So you've got chainmail.
Wow.
So,
Makes life a bit harder to do the work, doesn't
well,
it?
it doesn't make it hard to do the work. This isn't too bad, but if you've got to wear chainmail gloves,
Oh
you want
wow.
to put this
Look
one
at
on.
that.
I'll put it on.
And
Put
look
that
like
on, Harry, Jack.
it's shining
Is it
arm.
quite heavy?
So, yeah, quite a bit. Right, put your arms through there.
Oh my goodness.
Not
I
too
didn't
bad.
realise you wore those.
So, yeah,
Wow.
so,
It's sort of aluminium, isn't it?
yeah.
Wow.
So that obviously
Wow.
is a,
So that'll protect
is
you,
a
won't it?
stab guard.
Yeah.
So it stops you anything
Wow.
going through. But then
Blimey.
we have gloves as well.
Yeah.
But the problem with wearing gloves, with the chainmail gloves, I don't know where we've got those.
Wear that on a Saturday night if you're out in Bristol.
It's not too
No, I thought that'd be really heavy. It's not.
So which hand does the chainmail glove go on?
Ooh.
If you're right or
I'm
left-handed?
usually left.
So that's it. Well done.
Well, yes.
So
So
that's
chainmail glove.
That is
Let's have a
quite
look.
heavy.
Is that heavy?
For a glove, yeah. Feel that.
Well, that's quite a weight, isn't it?
And there are other gloves that go as well.
Wow.
They've got wrist guards as well, so
Right.
come up your wrist as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In today's world.
Wow, look at that.
Now,
That feels actually quite nice.
Oh, you can't wear that to school. Michael Jackson.
it could be, or Elvis Stardust.
Yes, yes. You've got to be old enough to remember that, Mike. Haven't you?
No, I'm not. I was told.
They don't even know who Michael Jackson is, I expect. Look at that.
So
You want to feel the weight of that, Harry?
it's that gear is all right to wear if you're just solely working out the back.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're doing retail as well,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
we
you
are
can't keep
predominantly
swapping.
Retail, no customer wants to see you with that.
No. They want to see the.
And the thing is, if you put that on and you're used to wearing that, there's going to be one time
Yeah.
that you haven't got it on and you don't respect your knife.
Yeah.
You'll respect your knife by wearing that.
Heavy, isn't it?
So, and then that way, you obviously you don't. You don't get, you know, you don't get any real bad cuts then. So here we go. Yeah, now.
Scoring. Oh, I do like crackling. I'd probably just eat that, which is not healthy. Sit down and eat that most of the time.
That's all right if you don't get it too hard, isn't it? And if you get it too hard, the dentist loves you.
So we made a load of cider on the weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
So the sausages, last year, the first year we made any, and we had a cider and sausage evening in January with my mates. We came round, and we actually had Perry's porkers then, and with this homemade cider. So the plan is this year to do it again, but with Perry's porkers made from our pork and with our own cider.
That's
so
lovely.
And it's a lovely evening with a few mates all sat around the kitchen table. What a lovely way to spend an evening, you know.
So do you know John Rudram?
Yes, I do. Yes, he's had
cider.
Perry Pears off us in the past.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, because he's sold up now, isn't he?
He's sold up.
He's in Harveston though, isn't he?
He lives in the village.
Yeah.
But he's also got a holiday home down in Portsmouth or Bournemouth, I think. I'm not quite
He's a nice chap, isn't he?
lovely man.
Yeah.
But he came to me when he sold up. He said, "Mike," he said, "you haven't got any room."
Oh, he gave me some stuff as well.
Yeah, but he's given me this cider press.
Oh, right, has he? Oh, I've seen that.
It's huge. It's massive.
I did a video with him on that.
Well, it's all in bits.
I did a bit. Oh, crikey.
No, this
You'll
is all
get
in
back
bits.
together.
And he said, I bought it,
Yeah.
saying I was going to build it at home.
right.
Then I realised I got to dig this great big pit.
Oh, my God.
And he said, I couldn't do it. So he's got all this pieces. I'm hoping a museum will buy it or have it or whatever. So I've had this.
So you're the museum now,
So,
are you?
so it's all in bits in one of my barns.
Is that a project, is it?
No. That's all John's. That is. That's not mine.
Yeah,
So
that could be there for another 20 years then.
I'm just storing it for him.
Well, he had a hell of a setup down there, didn't he?
Didn't he
It's
ever?
amazing, wasn't it? I did do a video with him a long time ago, which I don't think I ever put on YouTube, but I've got it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
With his
And I
cider-
gave him a couple of DVDs of it. Because it was quite a thing, because he had the cider cellar and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, and the cider festival. He had
I went to
every
cider. Oh, blimey, that
year.
stuff.
Naughty that was.
That cider is so drinkable, and you didn't know it was strong until you tried. I cycled home from there. It wasn't a good idea.
Wibbly bobble.
Yeah.
Right, who's going to have a go at tying?
Oh, you gonna do it?
Bitch can do it.
Aaron, come on, Jack.
That was me. You can do it.
Come on. Right, Sam. In you go. Mrs. Cornock is in the video. She's not in the videos very often.
Right, the easiest. I teach the boys a different way how I tie because it's easier.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do, a bit of butcher string, tie a knot in the end.
Yeah.
All right. So then basically pull it through, loop it round the top, over the thing there, and then back up through. Now that knot, when that slips, that'll stop it from coming back through.
Oh, I see. The knot now.
So you've got to just keep pulling it round, and then just pull it up tight,
Yeah.
and then just do a loop
Make it sound so simple.
to stop it from. There we
Let
go.
me see how bad my girl guiding knots
Yeah,
are.
you did Guild Guides, didn't you?
Did. Yes.
Did you do
So there we
not?
go. So if you
No.
if you do one there in the middle,
So the knot
so
first.
knot first.
Like that.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Then was the
So
knot here?
So, yeah.
That side.
So some people put it the other way. I
Yeah.
always tend to pull it up.
Yeah.
So then that would slide in underneath,
Yeah.
and then there we go.
There you go.
So
Over the top,
over the top,
down, back, and then
Through-
underneath, and then through the
through
hole.
there. Yeah.
That's him.
Like
Now
that.
pull the knot through. That's
Like
it.
that.
Now you can let go of the knot.
Yeah.
Now just pull that string tight.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, that's alright. And then I need to.
Keep it square.
Oh.
Fail.
Okay.
Fail.
Well, apart from that bit.
Oh.
Okay, so
That's
if you
a bit better.
if you now pull the string back downwards and try and work it so it comes back towards you,
Right.
there we go, and then you can pull it up again tighter. Okay, and then just a little loop, and then poke it back through the loop. So spin this bit round,
That one.
make a loop with that.
Oh, like that.
No,
No.
just like this. Look, like that.
Oh, right.
Okay,
I'm glad
And then
you're
pull
doing
that
that, to be
through.
honest.
and then just pull that tight to stop it from coming undone.
There we
And
go.
then cut the ends off. So if you cut both ends at the same time, but you don't want to leave big stalky bits, so just sort of a little,
Just a
yeah,
nippy bit.
yeah,
Like that.
that's it.
Nice shot.
There we go.
All right.
Are you handing over responsibility?
We'll be here all night if I do.
Well, there is that. Harry's at Young Farmers later, isn't he?
Yeah. Got a farm
Go-
visit tonight.
Farm
haven't
visit to, who is it? Forgotten who it is.
you? No.
Kings, isn't it?
Rangeworthy, isn't it?
Iron Acton, yeah. Cool.
All right. Is that where they hold? They had a.
That's a rally there
They had a
a few
big-
years back.
yeah,
Yeah, because I
big
remember you
competition.
had your chicken. It was chicken
Oh, you had
bone,
to
and
do
you
it.
were judging it, weren't you?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get involved with much young farmer stuff?
No.
They don't do so much of that sort of thing now, do they? I don't think.
I think we had Ulverson young farmers here last year
Right.
that wanted. I think they'd want a place to go up to the area, or they
Three Counties, I
Three
suppose,
Counties
yeah.
job, and I had 3 or 4 here, cut 2 or 3 nights on the trot just to give them some run
Bit of a
through.
heads up.
And it's funny because do you know Willie Whittingham?
I don't know.
All right. Well, Willie he came to me as an apprentice butcher, but all he ever wanted to do was farm.
Right.
He helps Reg and Rose Hares a lot. He's
Oh,
out there
okay.
a lot of the time. He treats them as grandparents, really.
Yeah.
And he came to me, and he was in Young Farmers, and he's been in charge down there for several years, whatever he was. But of course, being I like, if somebody's going to a competition, I want to know the ins and outs and how to do it and what the judge is looking for, because you're going to do your best, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I used to teach Willie, and I'd say, right, you bone a chicken out, bone a chicken out, bone a chicken out. And by the time he finished, it would only take him 5 minutes. So when he went actually to the competition, and he's gone, I'm done now.
And everyone else.
He's got 20
Everyone else.
minutes
Oh my
for each
God,
bird.
yeah,
He's
wow.
used to be at 5 minutes.
Amazing.
But he did. I mean, he won several times on the
Well,
things.
that's a claim.
But it's yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how all these things go with him. But he runs quite a few sheep and things now. He tends to sheep farm in the area. So the art really is you've got to tie the string so it holds it, but not too tight, because if you do it too tight, you get a lot of wastage from
Right.
it. From when it, say it bleeds out, it's moisture. So, but I'm going to have to cut that one off. I'm sorry.
Oh, my rubbish one.
Oh dear, Mrs. Cornock, not up to standard.
No.
It's just that little bit too loose.
Yeah.
So
Got to get this right.
right now that's now ready to joint. Put that in my bucket. Right, so enough for 4 again. Do you want a big joint left for Christmas or anything?
Yeah, we probably will grab my parents over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So-
have a big one,
That's a
please.
big one.
So do you want that left as a big one, or do you want me to cut?
Cut in two, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that,
better.
so a bigger one,
Yeah,
then
Big
you've got
one,
an order.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
there we
great.
go.
Wow, that looks good, doesn't it? Look at that.
You see there?
Yeah, not too much
It's
fat.
just the right amount of
To me,
fat.
I'd say that was just right, and that's just me,
Yeah.
my personal taste, really.
Yeah, it's spot on. That is.
Wow,
That
let me just
really
take a
is.
photo of that. That's nice to
So-
see that. Looks really good, doesn't it?
Okay.
All our hard work, boys. You,
That's-
well, your hard work.
You
You
were
were out there
feeding
doing
them.
it, weren't you? You two of you. Well, I think you remember the mucking out much more than anything, don't you? You used to
Right.
send them out in the mornings, in the evenings.
You need to get one off
We get back in. Send you out in the evenings, didn't I? Get mucking out, and I'd
Yeah.
turn up the loader bucket, and I just leave them to do it. You like that kidney, Harry? You playing with it?
You want that for your tea?
You wouldn't eat that, would you?
It just feels squidgy.
I don't mind a kidney.
So a nice bit of kidney and a bit of liver. So I've got your liver in there.
Oh, well
stuffing
done.
as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
Oh, I think my dad would come and eat that.
Oh, well, here, well, let's see, me and your dad can have the liver together then. Get them over for tea before we go to Rome.
Yes, the bigger one, is that? That's a massive one. Yes, the bigger one.
How are we doing over here?
Alright.
Looking good. I think we just about the right amount of freezer space.
Right, so there's another joint there.
Just the pork chops then?
Just the pork chops.
Wow.
So what I'll do is I'll cut them here and then I'll chop them down on the block
Right, with your big chopper.
with a chopper.
I'm not going to say anything, it's a family show. Mind your fingers, boys.
Yeah. What are these ones for?
Oh, they're keeping those for later.
Oh.
This is where he's cutting the chops out. How many chops do you think you can get out of that?
Oh, you can get quite a few.
It is, I mean, it is total skill. Whatever you think, you know, you take this maybe for granted, what you can do. To be able to come here and watch you do this is great, because I honestly wouldn't know where to start on this carcass if I had to do it, and it would just be a disaster. You see, I mean, it's just the way
Make
you're...
a good video though.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'd be like the generation game. You give me about 1 out of 10. Come along here. It's like the way you know where to go in with the rib or whatever.
Another bag.
Check.
So what are you going to try first?
That's a very good question. Probably the sausage, yeah.
So what we got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 pork chops.
Wow, 28 pork chops is not bad, is it?
Right, so we're going to take them out
It's a rack of chops, look at that.
the block out the back. One. So we're doing four in a bag.
Yeah, that's about right. This is the bit that would scare me, honestly, doing that. I'd be worried I took my finger off.
But if you noticed, I pull them away,
Yeah.
so you've got room to. You see where you are then.
Mesmerising watching that, isn't it?
There we go. What have I got on this one anyway?
I think
There's 3 there. So that will go on there. That's 2. That's the 4. So
there you go, perfect.
Go.
Done
There we
that
go.
before, haven't you?
they can all be bagged up. They're
Excellent,
ready to go.
Mike. Thank you. That's the whole pig done, isn't it?
That's it then. Just the
Mike.
liver. Just the liver now.
Just the liver.
Which I'll get that for you.
Oh, Jack, what do you reckon that is? Judging by the size of it, what do you think?
A cow.
Yes, beef.
Yeah, so what part is that bit then?
Is that the back?
Yeah, the hind quarter. So you have your hind quarter and obviously your fore quarter would be the other bit, okay?
Yeah.
Then you've got a lamb there with his legs off.
Alright.
Couple of
These are the
old
grazed
lambs there,
pigs
and
at the
obviously
back.
some more pigs.
Here's the graze, I think. Yeah.
Right, so let's get this
So
tongue there.
Right. It's a long time.
So
Yeah.
then it goes down into your esophagus. So that's your and your windpipe there.
Yeah.
So that technically is your voice box.
Okay.
That little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay. That all works. When your food canal's gone, they've taken that, they've stripped that out. So then you've got your lungs, and then your
very
liver,
red.
and your heart.
Heart's there.
So you take that one off.
And there's the liver. Fancy a bit of that? No, I know. I'm the only one who's going to eat
Hey,
that.
liver, that's lovely.
Liver and bacon.
Yeah, lovely bit of
It
liver.
is, isn't it?
I
Tasty.
remember having to eat that as a kid.
It's
Liver and bacon.
nice.
Oh, fry it with a bit of flour, and then with some onions.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah. Then you got your spleen.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And then that's what they call core fat
Right.
for making your faggots.
Oh yeah, I recognise it from the faggots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
So really, that's a cage to keep everything in place.
Yeah, yeah.
Holds it all in.
Right.
Okay.
Wow. It's like a box of bits, isn't it? Put the thing back together like a jigsaw.
And then
There
you've
you go.
got
Quite a big liver, isn't it?
then you got on there. You've got your that would be your muscle for your
Right.
diaphragm. That holds it all
Wow.
in to make keeps
Yeah.
it back into place.
Wow.
So that's that one. Right, let's cut that slice of liver up for you. Pate would be that's made out of liver as well.
Quite a strong taste, isn't it? I like it. But
Yeah. The stronger, see, the most popular liver is the lamb's liver.
right.
I don't know why I find it dry. We always eat pigs because Erica was brought up with eating pigs, and she's the culinary expert in our household. And so we have pigs, but I was brought up on ox liver,
Right.
which I love. It's
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
you know. But it's a lot cheaper ox liver than everything else. So. There we go. It's done.
I'm back at the liver, that Jack.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
You'll do it.
Jack could do it.
I should bring the bags. If I get you some smaller bags for those.
That is disgusting.
I'm not impressed with that. Hey?
Which one's got kidney?
Me and your dad will eat that.
Which one's the heart one?
The heart is that one. There's the heart. Lift it up. That's the heart. It's sort of dried out a bit 'cause it's been there for a while. But turn it over the other way, you see it's fresher. That's more what it looks like. So that's what your heart looked like.
Yeah.
Because they use do you know that they use parts of pig hearts for human hearts to repair them? Yeah, because they're very similar.
About the same size as ours there as well.
You're loving that, aren't you, Harry? It's like a
There you
kid.
go, got some bags there for your liver.
There you go.
I'm going to salt those.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to. I'd ask you if you want them salted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll get them salted.
There we go. Well, Mike, that was amazing. Thank you so much for your time on this.
That's all right.
And
Are you going to do that, Harry?
it's an amazing thing to see because you've shown people something that I think a load of people would be interested in seeing, but just do not get the opportunity, do they?
No, they don't.
You know,
No,
because it needs a friendly butcher like you.
There's not many of us about.
No, there's not, are they? You know,
Unfortunately.
but fair play to you. Thank you, Mike.
That's
And give your shop a plug. I asked Jonathan to plug it because people who watch this, some of them I know will come and look in your
Yeah.
lovely shop. So tell them where it is.
Right, we're at 4 Greenhill Parade in Alveston. So we're the only butcher shop here and the best butcher shop in the village.
Thank you, Mike. That's amazing. Thanks. And these guys are bagging up my liver. Brilliant.